Welcome to Go Fish with Dan Kenny. Today I'm up in Maine. I'm with bass professional Jonathan Carter. 93 degrees, mid-July, bluebird skies. Let's go get them.
Yeah, it makes it tough with the clear water and the clear skies, but I still think we can get some big ones, so we'll try it.
Absolutely. Enjoy the show.
Today we're at Panther Pond. The weather's super hot, super clear water. What we're gonna do is go into a place called the Stump Field. It's what it sounds like, a bunch of stumps and lily pads. There's some docks in there. There's quite a few fish swimming around in there all the time. Then if we can't get it going in there with some frogs or jigs, then we'll probably move out offshore, fish some boulders, some gravel points, and some big time drop-offs, probably all from 8 to 25 feet. This lake's full of offshore structures, so I'm sure we can get something going out there.
Oh, there he goes.
I need to tighten that drag.
There you got one.
It's not a bad fish.
First
for
fish
being
of the
that
day
shallow.
right there. Nice. Power pulls down. Nice bass.
That's not too bad. First
No.
fish.
Pretty nice start to the day right there.
2.5 pounder maybe. Need pliers, he was hooked. But that fish was probably in 6 inches of water right there.
Wow,
It's not
that's
bad.
a beauty.
There you go, buddy. That last fish was a 2.5 pounder, not a bad fish for here, but we were just fishing real shallow. I'm throwing a green pumpkin Texas rig Senko. Very simple, it's a 6-inch. I skipped it up underneath that last section of the dock, and
Yeah.
it looks like we got to go real tight in there, so try to get it as close to those docks as you can in the back. It's only about 6 inches of water, which is crazy, but that seems to be where they're at right now.
And that was pretty impressive. You got the dual power poles back here, and you caught the fish, set the hook. All of a sudden, I hear them going down. It's like, sweet, huh?
Yeah, I mean, back when I didn't have the power poles, I probably would have drifted right into that dock. So it helps you stay off the spots or fish a spot more effectively. Power pole's been real good to me, really. I mean, when I qualified for the Classic, they called me up and said, hey, we want you to have those. So hooked me up, and I've been using them ever since. It's been fantastic. Helps you catch more fish. We just fished a real shallow cove from 12 to 6 inches of water. Caught one 2.5 pounder under a dock in the back. There's a lot of pads, a few stumps here and there, but we're gonna go try a different stump field that has, well, a little bit more water, I believe, and see if what we can get going over there.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, really shallow. I guess we were fortunate to pick that one up, right?
Yeah, I guess so. The other day, I came up here just to check it out, and I got a bite on every single dock, shook them off, but today, the weather's so hot, and it got 77 degrees by 7 o'clock, so, whoop, missed one there. But, so it's just changed things a little bit, and we'll have to change with the conditions. There's one, that's a good one.
Nice job.
Nice 2.5 pounder again.
That's a good fish right there.
It's not too bad. It's similar to that last one, a little thicker. Control motor.
Nice work.
It's a little bit better, 2 3/4 maybe, but same thing. 6 inches of water underneath that dock. Green pumpkin Senko.
That was yeah, it's a nice cast. I mean, you went literally 6 inches.
Yeah.
And you went right in between that space, and he was sitting right there.
Yeah, it was just that little pocket. I got that angle finally and could get it in there. But these fish are all solid, healthy fish, so makes them weigh a little heavier. It's good.
Beautiful.
We're pulling out and moving on right down the lake, just to another similar spot, a little more wood in that area. Should be good.
All right, man, let's go.
I'm Jonathan Carter with Go Fish with Dan Kenny. We'll be right back after this break.
The Yamaha VMAX SHO. First it changed the game. Now it's set the standard. But don't take our word for it.
The whole shot was everything they said it was going to be.
And we accelerated from like 50 miles an hour to 70, and it was like that.
So fast, so quiet. I mean, you give it power, and it's just there.
That thing right there is just bad. The whole shot on it is second to none.
Oh yeah, it's for real.
Take a demo ride and feel the power yourself. You'll know why we call it the Game Changer.
Water furnace geothermal comfort systems use the clean, renewable energy found in your own backyard to save homeowners up to 70% on heating, cooling, and hot water. That's why we call it smarter from the ground up. Save thousands on water furnace with a 30% renewable energy tax credit.
We're heading into a big cove here. It's got a bunch of big stumps right out in the middle, and a gravel shoal that runs across the front of it. We're going to go in around the gravel shoal, fish a few of those stumps, and then run up the backside and try again skipping some of those docks. Hopefully we get some bigger fish than we got in the other cove. Very similar area,
Right.
A lot less grass.
And there's a beautiful loon over there, so that's
right. That means
good
there's
luck.
fish in the area, right?
I love the loons up in Maine.
I'm switching over to Big Easy made by Gambler Baits. It's a 5-inch swim bait. It's got a great action. I'm using it on a Does It rig that they just came out with. Actually, my fishing partner invented that for the company there, Joe Holland, and it's been really good lately. It may be too bright and too clear today for it, but it usually at least will show you where the fish are. If not, get slammed. So we'll see what happens. There he is, right underneath there. Let it sink. Yep, you got him. You got him.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good fish.
Yeah.
Tell me if you want me to do anything.
No, I got him. I'll bring him around. That is a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish.
Wow.
Power pole's getting in the way sometimes.
That's all right.
Oh,
That's all right. Come here.
there, I saw him swim up right underneath there. That's a nice one.
Sat right on it too. Wow. And when you get the grass on there, too bad you can't weigh the grass.
Yeah, that'd be all right. We take that.
Wow. You're right. I mean, right there, like you said, you got the stump. And at first, I'm looking at the stump, and you said, "Hey, there's one coming."
Yeah,
Let it sit.
I thought he was a stump at first too, and then I saw him kind of nose up right underneath.
Yep. So Jonathan Carter with the assist.
Yeah.
We're in the shallows for sure. You know, second stop, but similar layout. And thanks for the assist on that.
Yeah.
The
I'm
fish
glad you
came
got
up.
him.
Yeah. That was a good call. I was sitting there. He was like, "Hey, there's a fish. Let it sit." Bang. He's on.
Yeah, I think he'd been following a little bit off of that stump, and then finally when the lure started sinking, he just was all over. He couldn't handle it anymore. We are definitely fishing shallow,
Yep.
but it's good and bad in the clear water. You can see the fish, but like we were talking about earlier, they can see you. So far we've been lucky for those ones that we've seen with the bites. So
Oh, nice fish. Boy, that one chased it. Wow. That was nice.
He's buried in there, but he's not very big.
That's fun.
That is fun. Frogfish there, covered in grass.
That's a beauty.
It's not bad. Not what you look for with a frogfish, but hey.
No, but he
I'll
came
take it. Good hit.
12 feet for it.
Absolutely. They'll run it down, especially the little ones. What you really want with that frog is that big slurp where it doesn't even disturb the surface.
That was a great frogfish. And you know, I've seen you obviously, you do frog in the shallows, but you're known a little bit more for jigging in the deep waters. And they're both a blast, right?
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing like catching a fish on a frog that blow up out of the pads and having to rip them through all that grass. But I mean, I feel most confident and comfortable when I'm out deep fishing offshore structure that's not necessarily like a great big vast hump, but a isolated spot, a rock that is the sweet spot on something, or something that's out there all by itself.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like you can use your electronics to, like you would in shallow, and find that, like if I was in shallow and I see a tree on the shoreline, I know like there's a high probability there's going to be a fish there. It's the same thing out deep, only you just can't see with your eyes.
Right.
If you can find isolated structure, chances are the biggest fish are going to be on that. 7-incher or less.
Nope.
Yes!
What a fish, what a fish. Jonathan, come on, give me some credit. This guy is every bit of, I think I might even measure him on, let me see. I'm gonna say, that's like 10 and a half, 11.
10 and a half, 11 inches, yep. You step on them, make them 12.
Right. So when you're fishing the Federation and qualify, you know, you want to pick up 5 of these for your live ball, right?
I try to avoid those.
Go back home.
Although some days I would have paid for one of those. I came up through the Federation, so I did it like the complete amateur way. It's a long road. 1 second. Oh, I lost him. Shouldn't have been talking, I guess. But it's a long, long road that, because you have to fish at the state level, then onto a division level, like the Eastern Division, which is 9 states in Canada and Spain now. And then you have to win your division of nationals, and then you can go to the Classic. So it's a long, long road. The Northern Opens, you can actually qualify for the Elite Series. That's what I'm trying to do right now. It's a whole lot more money than I even expected. I knew it was going to be a lot, but it's even more. And it's good that I had some winnings from the Classic, I'll tell you that. And with a few sponsors that I have, Freedom Express USA and Fitz Insurance and Basscat, I mean, it's a huge help. So it's just a whole lot of travel, a lot of sleeping in the truck is what I've been doing, or in a tent, and spending time on the water. That's the biggest thing. It takes up just about all my time at the moment, and it's great. I love it.
I think there's one right there under that boat.
Calling the shot?
Right under the IO.
Under the IO, you've got him that specific.
Yeah, it's got your name on it.
There he is.
See?
Uh-oh,
Call the shots.
You might have beat me with that 10-incher.
Oh, I told you he was there.
He was there, you were right. He's all of 11 inches. Huge.
Yep. You got me on that one.
Right off the surface.
Wow.
I think I win smallest bass of the day.
Let's see. Let's see if
That is, see if you can beat that one.
I think I'm coming with you for the small bass again. I'm gonna crank this one in. I think I need a hoist. You got a hoist on the boat?
Yeah, we need a block and tackle for that. Giants, we're catching giants.
Any lock jaws to get this off with? about the same size as the last small one I got.
We've been fishing a lot of real shallow docks, and as you've seen, we've caught a lot of small fish. We're gonna go up and transition out, fish some of the isolated stumps on the flat, and if they're not hanging in those, then we're gonna move on out to the deep stuff and hopefully catch some real big ones. We'll see.
Oh, got one. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Ooh, look at that, another monster.
Yeah.
This one is so big that I'm just gonna, oh wow, is he feisty though? He got me wet. Oh, did that feel good? Did that feel good on this hot day? He gave me a little bit of a shower here. Felt really good. Don't worry, buddy, I'm taking care of you. Let me get that hook out of you, all right? Look at that. Jonathan, what do you think?
It's not too bad. We gotta go get some bigger ones though.
Yeah, we do. Yep. Look at this, he splashed me all up my legs, got a little bit on my face. Felt good.
Yeah, a little air conditioning for you.
There we go, buddy.
You give him a hook in the mouth, he cools you down.
Yep. We did these 2 little areas, shallows, did some docks, same type of fishing, and we got a few, not too bad.
Yeah, a lot of smaller ones, a couple of decent ones. We're gonna go out, try some of the deeper stuff now. Right across the lake, there's a nice rock pile, comes up into about 8 feet and drops into 15, so we'll drag some jigs across that and see what happens.
Okay, man, let's get out there.
All right.
All right, hey, we're making a move now. We tried over here. It didn't produce. What's
Nothing's
wrong with
producing
you?
today. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna try a couple more spots, maybe a few more docks and see what happens.
That's it. It's all we can do. Get on to the next one.
Yep.
We'll be right back. This is Dan Kenny from Go Fish, and when I'm up in the beautiful state of Maine, I'm staying at one place only, Lakeside Motel and Cabins on the shores of Cabo-Sconti. Family, fun, and fishing. Check out this facility at lakesidelodging.com. Only 3 hours from Boston and 10 minutes off the Maine Turnpike.
Hello, this is Andy at the Lakeside Motel. Please come join Sherry and I at your home away from home.
I love it. Hey folks, this is Dan Kenny from Go Fish. I'm here in the new Polar Craft 179 WT, supplied to me by Rockingham Boat up in Hampstead, New Hampshire. This is a great vessel for that family that wants to fish, tube, and ski. I've got 900 pounds of equipment up here, including all my safety gear. I've got rod lockers under the deck, live wells front and back to keep those fish nice and healthy. Thank you Rockingham Boat in Hampstead, New Hampshire, and of course Polar Craft for allowing me, Go Fish, to take your models out, demo them, put them through the rigorous testing, tubing, skiing, fishing, to prove that we are the best built aluminum boats on the market today.
Okay, I'm just pulling up. We're about 150 feet away from the spot, and it's a real sharp rock pile comes up. There's one side of it that has gravel, and right now we're on the deep side of it, and I'm just gonna drag a jig down the side of it and then move up closer to the top of it. I'm guessing they're gonna be on the side of it, but they may have moved up.
It's awesome having these electronics nowadays.
Yeah,
huh?
it is.
You got young guys like yourself, you know, grew up with the Mac computers and the electronics, and man, you see so much information that's out there nowadays. And then you got the pros like, you know, Dion and Denny, you know, guys that are legends in our sport. So you look back, you're like, how did they do it back then?
Yeah, that's
It's like
totally different fishing by feel than by GPS.
right.
There's one. Ah! Popped off. That was a good one. I just lost that one on a jig. It felt like a pretty good fish. I just kind of felt it rip out of its mouth, but so I quickly switched over to that deep driving crankbait just because I want to get a couple of casts on top. With a little bit of breeze, I thought they might pick it up, but it doesn't look like that crankbite's happening.
Not yet.
Yeah, just dragging it through those rocks, deflecting it as hard as you can, and oftentimes will just trigger that strike, but at the moment, the bite is not on. Yeah, we're gonna move on to some boulders that are off of a point just outside that big grass flat where we started. And I know there were a bunch of big fish in that grass flat the other day, so I'm kind of hoping they work their way out to those boulders. And we'll see if we can pull up a few here. I mean, there's obviously some deep. I lost that decent fish as soon as we pulled up on this spot. And we can always come back again later. The good thing about coming to a spot that's offshore like that, you can run through them over and over and over again, and the fish will swim up and down on them all day. So if you time it right, you can get some really good fish.
All right, John, we need some mojo, man.
Put it on.
I went in, got the Yum Woolly Bug. We've been doing all natural colors today, right?
Yep.
So I'm going a little crazy. Red shad.
Take it to him. 10 feet.
Red shad. We gotta get a fish here. Oh, there he goes. Nice fish. Wow, man, we had a drought, huh?
Smallmouth. Smallmouth.
Nice fish right there.
Yeah.
It's always a bonus getting a beauty like that. Wow. Settle down, settle down.
He ate it. Smallie.
Yeah. Excellent. Nice work.
Woohoo! Finally, we get another bite there. Smallie. He's right at
Nice
the corner of
fish.
our dock and about 10 feet. There's a big boulder down underneath. He just kind of swam it away. He's not too bad. He weighs heavy. He's 2.5 pounds, but good smallie. It's good to
Sure.
catch a smallie once in a while.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, today's been real frustrating. You know there's big fish from experience all through this lake, and we haven't been able to really hook into any of them. You just keep trying to change things up, and hopefully you figure something out as the day goes on or the bite turns on. And I mean, that's just the way it goes, I guess. A lot of times that happens, and you'll get some of your biggest fish during those days when nothing else is biting. But we'll try it. We'll try some more deeper stuff, a few more mid-range things, and see if we can put something together here.
Jonathan, 5'7", 5'7",
5'7", it's huge!
5 point, what? Wait, 05. What was I saying?
0.05?
Sorry.
He's got a nice belly.
He's fat. Sorry, I got a little excited. 0.05. No, wait, hey. Wait a minute, that's 0.07. He's fat.
That's right. Adds a 0.1. Oh, yeah.
Another one.
He's
There
on
we
fire.
Go. Oh, yeah. I am just loading up today, ladies and gentlemen.
It's what we call being on fire right there.
Woo! That is on fire.
Quantity, not quality.
Yeah, that's right.
That's unbelievable. That grass.
Can you get
flat
3
right
out of
there.
it?
Huh?
Go for 3?
Go for 3?
I can see one right there.
That's it. I'm going for the trifecta right there.
Really? Very nice.
Not bad. You wait in single fish weight, Jonathan, you got me all day long.
Yeah.
Overall weight, including squeakers, I don't know. I think I might be catching
You might
a
got me.
check. And boy, does this shade feel nice, huh?
Absolutely.
Been in the sun all day, literally. Oh no, this is a second spot that we pulled into and we got a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, good. Got
This
him.
is a chunky one.
A little bit chunkier from under that boat. Nice job.
Yeah, we got some grass. Got the belly on that one.
That's
Not
a nice
bad.
fish.
Just skipped it right underneath that boat. Nice shade spot. It's pretty good. We just, we've been fishing out deep. We got one bite From anywhere from 9 to 30 feet we fished, and we didn't get
Yeah.
any bites except for that one that I lost. Came back in, I missed one over there on the frog, and then came back and started fishing these docks. So the key is, I think, having a little grass next to them. Got one about 2.5 pounds. We'll see what we get under this pontoon here.
Well, one thing is when you flip that master worm up under the dock deep, you picked up a few.
Yeah, there are fish under there. It's just
But a lot of these docks, they have a lot of these small ones.
right. That's a big one.
Oh, nice.
He's getting smaller as he comes to the boat, though. Oh no, that's a giant.
That's a good fish. That's a big, big fish. You got it? You want me to lip him? Oh, you got him. Nice fish. That's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for right there.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what we want.
that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I gotta come to the front of the boat.
Woohoo! We'll
That's
take
a high
that all
five,
day.
guys.
Nice
That's
fish.
awesome. Look at the little belly on that, huh?
It's a great fish.
What
That's
is,
more
what
the
is
type
your
we're
right
looking
arm?
for.
What does your right arm say it weighs?
It weighs 5'3".
Man, your right arm said 5'3". You were pretty close.
5'6", 5'3". You gonna put him back?
That's why we love fishing, right? We talked about it a couple of hours ago. Really struggling on the water. You know, we've been beating up the bluebird sky, 92 degrees, and you know, but that's why you stay at it right there, right?
That's absolutely it. We had a real tough day so far. Not a lot of big fish, which I expected. You know, quite a few quality fish in this lake. But when you're having a tough day like that, that just motivates me more to try to figure it out. And if you keep fishing and keep fishing and keep fishing, eventually you're going to get rewarded with a big fish like that. So just keep doing what you're confident in, and
That's right.
eventually it'll pay off. He's still biting me. He's a rat. Oh,
It's following it.
pound and a half. Broke his neck.
I saw that one. There, he came back again.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
That's a bigger one. No, the 1.5 pound one swam away.
Yeah, it did. I saw
had it
that
under
one.
the boat. I watched it swim away. Oh my goodness.
Whew.
Oh man.
We'll take that too.
You just said there's a 1.5 pound. Boom. I watched him swim away towards the shore.
Yeah, you saw that little one too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then this thing, he left the jig down there. Look at that.
We'll take that one too. That's a good one.
Wow. Fist pumper.
Yeah.
Boom.
4 pounder, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good 4.
I wasn't expecting that on the hook set.
That was fantastic.
We like that, right under the boat.
The most exciting thing for me is literally you're like, oh, I missed that one, 1.5 pounder, and it scurried off. And then you're like, boom! Whoa!
I can almost bet you he was following that little one out, watching,
Yeah.
and then wham.
I'm glad you enjoyed today's show with Jonathan Carter. Until next time, God bless and go fish.
What I'm catching those fish on today is that Strike King Pro Model 1/2 ounce jig. I caught the skirt even with the hook just to get a little small profile, and then I'm cutting off on the second nub of the chigger craw there, the second body segment. I'm actually biting it off.
It's good for the dental hygienist. Will love that.
Delicious. Split those, thread it right on. Make sure it goes underneath that rattle. And then we just tie it on. Got him? Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, baby.
The smallie? That's decent.
Nice fish. Camera guy, he couldn't take it anymore. Hey Jonathan, he literally, Tony has been jonesing. He was good though. He was good
He
for
was
6
good.
hours.
He handled it well.
He was good, and finally he just said, forget that, man. I am fishing.